Dad was loving those little oranges, the car oranges that you got. One day I did cut some up and section them and gave them little bowls of them. But with Dad, a lot of work, right?
I'm not doing that.
I know you're not.
I'll buy canned mandarins before I do that.
Yeah. But Dad is happy if you just score the outside of the skin
He
for
likes to
him.
peel it. and
He
get
likes
into
to
it.
peel it, and so I just score the skin for him, just into 4 sections, and he would eat that. So I've been like not too worried about it, and he is kind of an every other day pooper. He's not an everyday like Mom
Right.
is.
Right.
So he is kind of every other day. So I haven't been worried about it because he has been regular on that schedule, right? And even one time it was like twice in one day, and I was like, Dad, what is going on here? How did you get to twice in one day?
Saving it up for later.
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Well, he saved it for right before bedtime too, and I was like, this is not your schedule. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be pooping now.
Gross.
What a way to go to bed.
I know.
Like I said, my nose is never going to recover.
I'm telling you, the Vicks is a lifesaver, especially
I've
when
been
your dad
seeing
is concerned. It
It's bad.
doesn't completely mask it, but it cuts about 75% of the smell, and it's so much better with the Vicks.
Yeah, I think I'll be utilizing that.
Yeah, it's
that
right there. And
for
Donna
sure.
used the squirt bottle for the first time
I
today.
did.
Oh.
I did.
Yeah.
The and Kendall, I showed it to her. She goes, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Several of my clients use these."
Oh.
So she was familiar with it.
Yeah.
So that was nice. But
yeah, I used it with Mom. The portable
Bidet.
bottle.
it's a little squeeze bottle.
Another
It's a portable tushy, is what it.
portable tissue. I did use it on Mom the other day when I was helping her, and it really did make a
It
difference.
does make
I
such
said,
a difference.
I hope she says, I hope the water's, I just hope it's warm enough. I said, I warmed it up, and I said, I'm giving her a little squirt, washing her tushy. So is it, how is the temperature? It's a little cool. But she didn't jump up off of the toilet because I had squirt or scream at me. So I
The butt
That's
wipes are
great.
cold.
Yeah, those are a lot
and I
colder than the
always- I
tushy.
always say, "I'm sorry, this is cold."
Yeah.
Cold, but yeah.
So
But
did Dad like the wipes today? Because that's the first time you and I had talked about putting them instead of the toilet paper next to the bed, next to the toilet, and he used them today, right?
I used them today, but I used a piece of toilet paper to dry them off.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I left
after
the
all
roll.
of it. So we
Yeah.
left the
Yeah.
roll there.
I left the
Easy.
roll of toilet paper
Yeah.
there for 2 reasons, because it helped to support the packet of wipes.
Right.
And, it is better to have for them to be dried off.
Oh yes,
before
absolutely.
pulling their diapers back.
I always make sure I dry them off. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And helpful little hint with the flushable wipes, if you don't not familiar with them, dude wipes. I like the dude wipes.
there.
Dude wipes.
Nice
They
and
come
big.
out like a Kleenex.
Yes, they are so
And
much easier.
So
to
much
get out
easier
of the
to get
pack.
out than the other ones that are out there.
Can you pass
But-
me a
Yeah.
LaCroix? Thank
I'm
you.
gonna have some of that one. It's
All right, thank you.
Stuff in it. But yeah, that
Those are
little
good.
things like that. When you've got a packet of wipes that you can't get the tissue the thing out of
Right
there,
off
it
in
makes
your
things
hand.
very hard.
Especially when
But
Dad
now
was
they
helping
just
Mom
pull
with
it out and
her
it's fine.
toileting. It was really frustrating for him.
Mhm.
He couldn't figure out how to get those wipes out. And I finally figured out, which way to try and, rub the wipe to. But Dad will,
He will.
But
he
if the
didn't
dude
have the
wipes are
patience for
folded
that.
like a Kleenex, one inside of the other, you pull one out, the other one partly pulls the other one out.
Yeah,
It's
right.
They're
They're
great.
very
Those
well
were-
made.
And they're big, which we need.
And they're thicker than those other ones
They are
too.
thicker. Yeah.
So those were a really good find. Those were a really good find. So, everything old is new
New
again, right? Because, you're back to diapers and wipes.
It is really back to diapers and wipes. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's much more stinky than babies ever were though.
don't know. I had some pretty
Oh.
stinky babies.
Yeah, I had stinky babies, but not when they were new. That
No.
that breast milk poop was not stinky. But yeah.
Yeah. So
It's-
that was, but yeah, that portable bidet, that's the rocket.
That
Yay!
That was a great addition to the toolkit.
Well, I'm just grateful that Dad is now walking all the way to the water closet. And you know what, you guys, I'm
Oh,
not.
he rode his scooter in there today.
Well, I know, but he wants to get
That's
in there.
all right,
He
though.
wants to get in there. He
Yes.
doesn't want to be on the commode,
Commode.
which is great. And I am, of course, not as much. I'm not as hard on Mom about getting her to the water closet as you guys are, because as I've explained to Roberta, it's hard on my back for me to do that, right? For me to do it with her.
Yeah.
But she is. You guys have her trained so well. She knows if she's going to poop, she has to go to the water closet, and she'll just go. I'm going to the water closet. I'm going in there. I'm like, thank you guys. I really do appreciate that, because cleaning the poop out of the commode is just a
It's
nasty,
so
nasty
awful.
mess.
And
It's horrible.
See, that's the thing where really pressing for the physical therapy
Yes.
to be continued and renewed has been so important, because had she not had that, I mean, before moving down
Yes.
from the mountain, okay, so Laura had been there with her as her physical therapist after her
Mhm.
severe UTI,
Right. Right.
and she had been working with her, and she got Mom to the toilet in the bathroom there, and just turned her around, U-turned back to the bed, and she barely made it back to the bed. And I told her, well, you know, when we get down to the new house, this is how far it's going to be. And she looked at me and she said, she's not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And because we have really fought for that physical therapy with her,
Right.
she's strong enough to do it.
Well, she couldn't
You
do
know-
it when we first moved to the house. She couldn't. Remember, we had to gradually move the commode further and further
yeah,
away from the bed. It was
Yeah.
right next to the bed when we first moved in there.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, she's made so much progress, and you know that the one. Dementia is a horrible disease. I'm just going to say that it's just
Absolutely.
horrible. It's horrible to watch your parent just slip away in these tiny, tiny degrees every single day, and to become a completely different person mentally, while physically they're exhibiting the same body.
In the same body.
They're in the same body. It's hard, but we have learned some things, and one of them is that they will object to new things. Mom will object to doing certain things a new way until it becomes her new normal. So we have to continue to bother her and have her get mad at us, and we have to be persistent with her for a period of time, and then after a certain period of time, that's her new normal. And we know that we can suffer through that wrath, whatever anger or upset that she has. We can deal with that until her new normal is established. And we've done that with her medications.
Yep.
We've done that with her with moving. We've done that with and all
Her
of
physical therapy.
physical
her going to
therapy,
the bathroom.
The
Right.
showering.
the showering, getting a shower aid. Remember how resistant she was to getting a shower aid even beginning,
She never
Beginning.
did it before we moved down here. She never let anybody but us help her
right?
with her
She
shower.
wouldn't.
But, and the other part of that too is with the whole commode toilet thing and getting her. I hate the commode. I don't want to clean a bucket of shit. I don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to clean a bucket of shit.
Or
Roberta.
even a bucket of pee-pee.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be shit. It can be just
Yeah, it's
pee-pee.
disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's gross. It's so gross. And so I've gotten upset with her.
Oh yes,
And
I know. I've seen
you
it.
know, I've not. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm not
Yeah.
really good at concealing my emotions or any of that. You get what you get with Roberta, and I've let her have it. You know, well, Mom, I don't want to clean your shit out of the bucket.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. So
Yeah.
if you could go to the toilet, that would be great.